Welcome in to the new Millennium Falcons podcast. Unfortunately, we missing two of our guys. That boy Damsky is on permanent IR almost, and boy Trey,
Bro, that
Way's
boy
getting him.
Damsky hasn't even made it on the show yet.
Not once. Well, he was here once, I think, one time.
That wasn't our show.
No. That was on that. That was before we rebooted the show and
that
rebranded
was.
it.
Yeah. No. See, that wasn't our show. That was the ATB. What was it? That was the ATB. That was ATB Falcons.
Yeah, which I mean, this is still technically that show, but now we're rebranded. It has more personality, and
someone should tell him his 4 weeks are up and he can come play.
Bro, we've already taken him off the designated to return. I don't even know if he's able to play anymore.
That man's like season. That man told me earlier this week that he was free, and now he's trying to go back and tell me that it's Thursday. Nah, bro, he said he's free all week.
We don't record on Thursdays. We record on Wednesdays.
Not a victory Wednesday, by the way, this time.
It should have been a victory Wednesday, but.
Yep, but a tipped pass happened. And
by future Falcon Duran Payne.
Oh, that's a fact. Controversy spread on the Twitter streets. Many said this was a very dumb play call. Many said the play call was immaculate and he was open, which he was, and if they had a connected, boom, touchdown. So, two sides of the coin. We're split. I want to see what's y'all's opinion on it. Like, are you not mad that he chose to pass it there, or are you stick to your identity, run the ball?
So, I'll go ahead and start because I feel like I understand the reasoning behind it. I get it. You saw a look, you liked the look, it worked. Who was it? It was either Bird or Zacchaeus that sat there and took two almost off the line. You know what I'm saying? It worked. Yeah. The play call was in fact immaculate. It's more of an identity issue with me. You don't have Kyle Pitts. You haven't really done much with Drake London the entire time. Yeah. We have an inaccurate quarterback. We know this. It's proven.
Yep.
So why not just stick to what you do well? That's what got you down there. So that's what got you in this position. Why deviate from it?
I don't know if that's just my Savion. We have a very accurate quarterback. Isn't he like top 10 at QBR or something?
Oh, yeah. Elite numbers, by the way. 15 for 25, 165 passing yards, and that would be one touchdown to Mr. Michael Black Panther Pruitt.
I have a question, just because I genuinely don't know off the top of my head, and I don't feel like searching. Has Mariota thrown more than 200 yards in a game yet?
Yes, he has.
Okay. I genuinely cannot remember.
I think it was like 232 yards or something like that.
Yes, something like that.
Damn.
That was against Seattle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was like
his
best passing game.
That makes sense.
Now I will say, when he passes for more than 20 attempts, he is 1-6. So
very bad.
We are 1-6 when Mariota passes for more than 20 attempts.
Yep.
That's a fun stat. At least we're not like winless.
Thank God for the Seattle Seahawks, man.
Hey, we gotta be optimistic. We gotta take the little dubs where we can and ride with it.
Yeah, because they're not on the field. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Okay,
Sorry about that. That was fun.
So this was my whole thing, bro, about the play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw this tweet immediately after the game that said, "Oh, if it would have worked, no one would be complaining." Well, first of all, we would be all celebrating a win, okay, if it had worked. But we live in a reality where it did not work. It was second down. I understand Mariota had just lost 2 yards on a read option. But he ran wrong. But are we not going to act like Algier and Patterson hadn't been eating all game, and even when Huntley touched the rock, the one time or two times he was eating. So like
It was one
my
time.
thing is one time for like wasn't it like 8 yards or something? He's a dog.
Yes.
Anyways,
Dog.
Algier just like rammed somebody's face in to get you 4 yards on a pivotal conversion that you needed earlier in the drive.
Dog.
So why not? And it's only second down. I don't hate the play call because obviously it worked. It was a good play call. But it's just the strength. You know your strength. And there was still like a minute left on the clock. I know a lot of people was looking at Arthur Smith's like handling of the clock management and stuff like that. I thought to that point, it had been pretty good because of what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to run it again, drip it more and more, and get it down to around 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and then punch it in because we know we have 3 plays. It's 4th down territory. You didn't have to throw the ball on second down. That's just my thing.
I'm actually okay with the play call of passing it. One of the biggest strengths of that Commanders defense is that defensive line that they have. And especially when you bring on Matt Ioannidis too. That's 3 good interior linemen, 2 good edges, although, I mean, Chase Young wasn't playing, so it's like 1.5 at that point. But that's still a tough front to be able to get short yardage against. So I'm cool with the idea of passing it on second down to see if maybe you can catch him off guard, because it looked like we were going to. And it was just honestly kind of pure dumb luck, and Falcons were going to Falcon, and it got tipped. Like, it sucks that we lost, but for me, that isn't a loss that I can sit here and be like, or at least that play in particular, isn't how we'd been accustomed to losing games earlier in the season with boneheaded fumbles and boneheaded interceptions. This was just unfortunate.
Yeah. I'd have to agree. And just for the record, I mean, we ran for 5.8 yards a carry up until then. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why that upset me, is because we were dealing. But that's true as well, because like it worked. The play worked. Deron Payne is just a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the play worked, and that's the reason why you can't be too upset about it. But I saw something, I can't remember who wrote it, but they were like, there are some times where it's one play that defines, a season. And the difference between 5-7 and 6-6 right now feels so big.
Yep.
It feels massive, especially
I will say, because of the circumstances, that might have been the most painful ending of a game that I experienced this year. That was the most painful loss because of how important it was. We'd be number 1 in the division right now had that ball been completed, bro. Probably if we had, held the Washington offense as well for a minute. But I'm just saying, we could have been the top of the division up half a game right now. So
yeah.
And we're not. But luckily, somehow, luckily or not luckily, the Browns turned up late and got into overtime and got a few stops on Brady and actually won the game. So we're still only a half game back. I'm not about to ask y'all if y'all think that we still have a playoff chance. I'm not even here to talk about the playoffs right now. Hunter looks like he's about to say, well, yeah, technically we
I think we do.
Technically, no.
Like, not even technically. Like,
scientifically,
I legitimately think we still have a shot to win the division. We're only a half game back from the Bucs, and we still play the Bucs, who honestly have looked like absolute dog shit this year. And obviously, you guys know I'm not the type to sit here and be a homer, and I'm not.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
you are not.
I'm not, and I don't know why I'm sitting here kind of optimistic that we can win the division, but we really don't have that many games left on the schedule where I'm like, that's an automatic L. Like, we were talking about in the chat the other day, and I think I said of the 5 games we have left, 4 of them are winnable in my opinion. I think the only one that's not is the Ravens.
Yep. They're going to come in pissed.
Yeah,
they're either going to come in pissed or come in like dog shit, but I think they're going to come in pissed.
And we go to them.
Oh, okay. So we're going to them pissed. Or
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
They're waiting for us pissed already. That's
exactly.
Oh,
They're
wait, we're going to Baltimore in December?
Bro, not only we going to Baltimore in December, we're going to Baltimore on Christmas Eve.
Oh,
They wouldn't do that to me. They wouldn't do that to me. They wouldn't do
Bro,
that to me.
they don't like us.
My one wish from Santa is a Falcons win on Christmas Eve. Come on, guys.
Hey, give it to me. Lamar Jackson sees what he's really missing. Okay, talk about it. Talk about it.
It's time to start a
about it.
dialogue.
Hey,
Talk
let's
about it.
let's
Talk
start a
about it. I
dialogue.
like that. I like that.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Hunter, because I make the jokes and stuff like that, and they make me so mad. But yeah, we do still have a chance to win the division because the Bucks do suck. Our entire division sucks. So we kind of still are. We are in control of our own destiny because we do play the Bucks one more time.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Do you think we have to win out, or do you think we can afford that loss to Baltimore?
I think we'd have to go say the loss to Baltimore is built in. At that point, we have to win the rest of the games. Like we have to win.
Yeah.
4 of the next 5 in some capacity to even have a snowball's chance, because that'll put us at 9-8.
And I'll say this. Sunday, I said this last week, but this week is a must. You have to win this game Sunday. If you lose that game, I'm definitely chalking it up.
Yeah.
Because
I think the only way that I don't chalk up the division loss is if somehow the Bucks lose this week too. And I didn't think they were gonna lose to the Browns either, but here we are.
They play the Saints, right? I'll say this. Okay.
Brady is bad against the Saints.
This is the thing, right?
But if the Saints win, that'll put them at 5-7.
That's the thing. That's the thing, right? We're still fighting the Saints too because the Saints aren't that far behind.
But neither are the Panthers. I mean, they suck, but neither are the Panthers.
I mean, the Panthers are 2 games back, I think.
Yeah.
Panthers had the same record as the Saints. They just beat.
I forgot they beat Baltimore.
They just beat what is it called?
They're both 4-8.
Yeah, they just beat the Broncos last week.
Oh man, wow! This is a tight division race.
And they beat Baltimore.
We're all ass. We're all bad,
bro. We're so bad.
A 2-pack. Oh, 4-pack. Sorry, 4-pack of ass.
A 4-pack of ass.
2-for-1 clearance sale of ass. So this is the thing. I was just looking at the Buccaneers, like the rest of their games, right? The reason I think we have to go 4-1 at the least is because I think Tom Brady. Well, he's Giselle-less now, though. That's the thing. I would say that Tom Brady would like muster up his goatness and like definitely beat the Panthers. He may lose to the Bengals. You know, he may lose to the 49ers too. I didn't know they played the Niners.
Listen, I firmly believe Tom's voodoo magic is starting to run out.
I can see it.
I can see it too.
I didn't think it was possible, but here we are. Like, this is the worst Tom Brady look. And he hasn't even he still hasn't looked bad though.
That's the thing. Everything around him is kind of doggy right now. Could you just imagine if he just had stayed retired? How much better his life might be at this moment.
If he had stayed retired, I think he wouldn't be divorced. He wouldn't have to pay all the, divorce money. But this isn't a Tom Brady podcast. We're not going to get into that.
I refuse to talk about Tom Brady for any more than I have to.
Yeah, I just like to dog on him. But no, seriously, the 49ers, the Bengals, the Cardinals, they do have a pretty tough stretch. So I think it's very open.
Yeah, but then you end it off with the Panthers and us. Like that's like if you're looking forward to anything, like you know what I'm saying, you just like, we just gotta survive here, and then we can coast to the finish line. And I'm gonna be honest,
win that game too.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
In our franchise history. Isn't that crazy? Possibly to get into the playoffs, we would have to beat Tom Brady for the first time in our franchise history. That's a wild headline.
Yeah, and I think that the thing is, I think if we do that, there will be some fans on this app taking that as our Super Bowl. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
I'm fine with that.
I mean,
I'm completely fine with that.
I hate Tom Brady as much as the next guy, but I think I'd rather get into the playoffs. And like, I know we'd have to beat him in order.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah,
But, like,
I mean,
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, like, you're saying even if we lost to him, you'd rather us lose
listen,
and get in the playoffs.
whenever we beat Brady to make it to the playoffs, I'm gonna be full Kobe saying it's not finished. Game's not over. It's not finished.
That's a fact. Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
All about that mindset.
You just opened up a can of worms, Hunter. I have another question for you. It feels like I'm interviewing you, but I have a question. Do you think the Falcons could win a playoff game?
they have to be a 4 seed. They're not getting into the wild card.
I say we would be a 4 seed because we're a division winner.
Right.
Yeah, I do actually.
Man,
It's like
that's
you gotta like legitimately. If you look at the rest of the NFC, who's getting in? Who's getting as the wild cards? Like,
Washington probably.
Who we should have beaten both years in a row, but somehow Taylor Heineke has the voodoo magic now.
Fucking Heineke, bro.
Yeah, but Washington is playing. Washington is just going to be able, like, just sneaking in. Honestly, the seed that who we're going to be playing is probably the Cowboys, because they're going to be on a tear just like the Eagles are. They're either going to play. We're going to play the Cowboys or the Eagles, depending on how the NFC East stacks out.
The only team I would not want to catch. There's only one team I would not want. Well, two teams I would not want to catch are San Francisco 49ers and Dallas Cowboys.
You want to play the Eagles?
You want to play the Eagles?
We have not had a great history.
What I'm saying is, if the Eagles have some sort of collapse and lose the division, or lose the division, which I don't see happening, but I'm just saying, they would probably be the number 4 seed. Like I said, probably not, because they play the Titans next. I don't see them losing that. Look, I guess the Eagles. I guess it's Eagles, Vikings, and then everybody else. Essentially,
if there's anybody I would love to see, who I know we're not going to see, I would actually like to play the Vikings. I do not think they're all that good.
I want to catch the Rams, but there's no way they make it.
The Rams, they're not yet. Ain't no way.
Rams are
also.
Cooked,
I would not hate catching the Cardinals for a second time, because I don't think they're good either.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I may feel different in 3 weeks, but right now I would say I like. The Cardinals too.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm being all right, so out of these 7 right here, right? Again, I'm just taking the Eagles and the Vikings out. We have Niners. I guess that would be us instead. So Niners, Cowboys, Giants, Washington.
Give me Washington.
I want to play. Who would I like to play out of those?
Give me Washington.
Washington, right?
Give me New York.
Oh, yeah. Giants too could be fun.
And I will say this too: people gotta realize Washington came into this game so hot. They were 5-1. They're 6-1 in their last 7 games now. They were 5-1 in their last 6, and we had them on the cusp of.
No, we should have won that game. Let's be honest.
We should have won that game. Yeah, we should have won that game.
We should be in a wild card right now. We really should.
Yeah, we should have won that game. And Taylor Heineke knew it. He was so sick on the sideline when they showed him when we was at the 5. He was so sick, and I was so happy. And then I was so sick, and he was so happy, and I was like, "Oh, okay." How the turntables? All right,
bro. I mean, that's kind of why, like, yes, we're not a good team.
Nope.
But I don't think the playoffs are unattainable. And I don't think winning a game in the playoffs is even less attainable, because the rest of the NFC is not good either.
No, that's true.
Like, outside of 3 teams, the rest of them aren't very good.
It's very top heavy.
It's so weird. It's been such a weird season.
There's parity now. There's parity now in the NFL. Just it looks horrible.
It looks so weird.
AFC is so much more loaded than the NFC, though.
Oh yeah, it's lopsided.
Sure. Oh no, I'm talking about just like in conference. No,
yeah.
No, yeah. Like the AFC is fantastic, and the NFC is straight dog water. So it's wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will say, if we could, well, Kyle Pitts is out for the season. We're gonna miss him for sure. But if we could
that in a minute too.
Yeah. But if we could like somehow catch fire offensively, like the last 3 weeks of the season going into the playoffs, I'll have confidence.
I'm telling you, if we can score, if we can score even 20 points a game, like just a flat 20, the rest of the way through, I think we win 3 games.
I would agree with that.
Wow.
And that's
I would
not
agree
because
with
that's
that.
not because our defense is good, but that's because our offense takes up so much freaking clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you look at the teams that we still got to play, I mean, Kenny Pickett, Andy Dalton's not going to force anything, but I mean, Kenny Pickett and Kyler Murray, both of them would try to force the issue. So I could see both, and with us being an opportunistic defense, like you said, Hunter, not a good one, an opportunistic one.
Absolutely.
I could see us doing the same thing, especially if this pass rush starts getting going.
You know what? That's why the offense has to take advantage of this stuff because we picked off Taylor Heineke twice, and we lost that game. I think we won. Did we win the turnover battle overall, 2-1, or did we turn the ball over twice?
I think it was tied 1-1.
I think it was tied.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had 2, but we only had 1 because that AJ Terrell one was not an interception.
AJ Terrell. AJ Terrell is a dog again, by the way.
Oh yeah, shout out.
Take him off Jag status.
Big AJ, stop.
Big AJ,
Anyways.
Big AJ.
I'm scared for AJ this week. He's going against NFL Youngboy.
Oh wow. Well, I will say this:
the owner of the Black Air Force Ones.
I will say this though: George Pickens is a dog for sure. He is NFL Youngboy.
George Pickens will bully someone.
A dog.
But yeah. if there is a cornerback who I think like has like some like ATL dog in him, it's AJ Terrell.
Nah, bro, it's Jalen Ramsey.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Jalen Ramsey's like Jalen Ramsey. I will say this though, Jalen Ramsey is a legend to me. I had a conversation with my friend and he asked me like who's my top 5 DBs of all time, like including like Charles Woodson and stuff like that. I got Jalen Ramsey in my top 5 at 5.
I think he might be at 5 for me.
Yeah, right.
I can see him being at 5, yeah.
Yeah, just to show how much I actually love Jalen Ramsey. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
But AJ has like he got some type of like
AJ got that moxie
dog in him. Yeah, like it's something about him. He ain't no whore or nothing. Can I say that? A whore? Jeez.
We said right. PG-13, so here we are.
This is beautiful.
Wow. You see what happens when you're 5 and 7 and like you're going into like
and you have nothing to lose?
Nothing to lose.
Not a thing.
Yeah. Wow.
I will say one thing. The Pittsburgh offense is not very other than George Pickens, you know, there's not a lot of juice in it. You know what I'm saying? They have 17 points a game. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were under 20. I thought they were like at least closer to 20 than that.
No, they bad.
They're really bad. They bad. They are pretty bad offensively.
You know who? Okay. Before I move on to the next point real quick, it's going to kind of lead into the next thing. You know who'd be really fun to watch go against George Pickens this week?
Who?
J.C. Horn.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know who we could have picked?
I would love
J.C. Horn.
Love that.
We could have picked J.C. Horn. You know who I wanted? Rashawn Slater or J.C. Horn?
A different number 8, by the way.
Different number 8.
I will say, yes, J.C. Horn versus NFL Youngboy, I need that. That would be immaculate. J.C. Horn is a dog.
And speaking of another number 8 that's going to be missing the rest of the season, let's talk about Kyle Pitts' injury and how you guys think that'll impact the offense.
No, you can throw it out. You can throw it out, essentially, in my opinion. I'm just playing. Go ahead, Fleet.
I was just gonna say, it's tough to say because I want to say that's huge, right? And for matchup purposes, I think it is big. Like, I'm not gonna act like Pitts being where Pruitt is would draw more attention, and in other terms, get other spaces of the field open or other people open by being doubled and stuff like that. So we're gonna miss that. But as far as just usage, I don't know. Honestly, this year, I mean, now that we know his season is completely done, I can say this season was a complete dud for Kyle Pitts. And not all his fault for sure. We obviously know what's going on in our QB room right now. I don't know what's up with his usage. I'm not here to talk about play calling and all that, but it's just a disappointing second season for one of the top young offensive threats in the NFL. And I know we keep hearing people talk about it for fantasy purposes, but just as a fan of Kyle Pitts, I was really excited for him this year because I predicted he reached nearly 1,300 yards, and he barely got over like 300. And it's like,
wow.
I would have never thought that, especially with Mariota being inconsistent in his accuracy, because usually quarterbacks that are like that use their tight ends, and they look at people like Kyle Pitts that are 6'6" with like the biggest wingspan in the NFL as safety blankets, and that just was not the case. There were times that Mariota tried to get Kyle Pitts the ball, but Kyle Pitts' off target or uncatchable ball percentage was like very high. So overall, disappointing season for my guy. I look forward to him coming back in year 3. Don't know what his QB situation will look like then, but I can almost guarantee it will be a better season than he had this year.
59 targets, 28 receptions, 356 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
I mean,
that's true.
Yeah.
There's no leak there. Yeah. There's no way he leaks. There's going to be way too many eyes for there to be a leak.
I do think that's something that like does need to factor into the Kyle Pitts production. Obviously, I like you guys, I'm bummed with his lack of production this year. But that's the thing, like defenses saw how much he impacted our offense last year and have been like just scheming against him. And I'd say that's opening up Drake. But I don't know either, because Drake only has like 2 receptions a game. You know?
Oh, they call him Drake Mr. 2 for 26. and I'm like, I feel so bad because like I think I know, or I see the potential of how good he can be too. And I think everyone does, honestly, because people still give Drake his credit. They say it's disappointing yards wise and stuff like that.
Hey, pause, Damski.
Yo,
you don't sit on the live if you're not going to get on the show.
Get on, bro. Hop on.
I know you might be driving a bus right now, but you can hop on and show your face for a second.
Okay.
Poser. Anywho, keep going.
Anywho, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know, disappointing. But like our guy from Pound, not Pound for Pound. Out of your effing mind, out of your Falcon mind. Go follow those boys. Like he said though, Michael Pruitt did get open on a play where Pitts probably wouldn't have gotten open because he's not the star. So he doesn't catch your eye as much. He's just a regular tight end. So you don't expect much from him. So I get that. He probably will get open a bit more, maybe, due to that. But who knows?
I don't know. Like, no.
No!
We got the bus driver in the house.
Wait, hello?
Can he hear us?
Bro, somebody hacked.
Adam, do you know you're in here?
Does he know me? Oh, we can't hear you, bro. Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
All right.
So just so you know, we weren't kidding.
Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Adam in the house.
What's going on? You're lucky. I got like 10 minutes to talk. Or no.
Hey, dude, that's all we need.
That's all we need, man.
What's going on? What's up?
Talking about how disappointing Kyle Pitts' season was. Not his fault, but you know.
I mean, is it Kyle Pitts' disappointing season, or is it just another chapter in the Marcus Mariota book?
It's kind of
it's
both.
one of those for sure.
It's both, bro. It hurts. Sure. It hurts to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard Fleek say about the 1,300 yards. I was right there with him saying it was going to be about that, and it's just frustrating to see. Obviously, just the pass game struggles so much when there's so much invested in it, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's not the yardage thing as much. it's the lack of red zone production that has been like, because you guys are saying you guys had him going for 1,300 yards. I had him in my head for 9+ TDs. Like,
Yeah.
I thought he was going to really
Easy.
develop into a
Easy.
massive red zone weapon. And yes, 2 touchdowns this season is double what he had last year, but
That's
Oh my
comedy.
God.
still not good.
Comedy, bro.
It's still
He's
not
trying.
good.
He's trying to keep up with Michael Pruitt, man.
You have to keep up with Pruitt, bro.
My dog Pruitt.
It's just so crazy because, like Adam said, you invested a 4th overall pick and an 8th overall pick in your passing offense, and you're one of the worst passing offenses in the NFL.
It's crazy because there's a reality where we take another offensive skill guy this year, or not skill guy, offensive guy in general. That would be 3 potential top 10 picks in back-to-back years. So if that offense ain't like top 5 in both just total offense, like I don't know what we're doing, but
Yeah,
I mean, there's a way too that we take a quarterback too. Then that's just another. I wouldn't consider that skill position. Right? It's just the guy that's to be needed, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, but it's just like that's why when people get frustrated with the defense, it's like, you know what I mean? We got mostly 2nd, 3rd, 7th round picks like contributing, right? Rather than top 10 picks. So, but it is frustrating. Like this whole, that I said this week. I said I'm done with all 22 and I'm going into draft stuff now.
I'm right there with you.
It's the same shit, right? Like it's. Sorry, I don't even know if we're allowed to swear on here, but
hey,
no.
I
PG-13, baby.
PG-13. Don't know if you guys have that in Canada, but PG-13.
Whoa, what the? We're okay.
Shout out Canada, man.
Looks cold as shit.
It
I was trying to keep it together. It looked cold as shit out there.
I can't. There's salt trucks there. I was supposed to be getting a snowstorm tonight. So.
Oh my god.
Snowstorm?
Yeah.
Bro, it was 65 degrees here today.
Yeah,
it was.
I don't want. Like, why do you want to hurt me like that? I don't get it.
Bro, I'm trying to get you to move down to Georgia.
I got the AC on, buddy. I don't know what. Jesus.
Bro, listen to me. No cap. I thought Hunter was Trey. I thought Hoodie Trey was on here.
No way.
I'm dying. Yeah. Yeah. Don't tell me about that crap with Georgia. Yeah. So draft season's coming up. I don't know who's watching this, but I think me and Hunter agreed that that's where we're heading. Because all 22 is just
I'm in.
It looks the exact same over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I'm just so sick of seeing like Mariota throw a hitch, Mariota do his own read. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
our run fits though. Our run fits are freaking gorgeous though. Like
Algier is making me a big I liked it. This guy's just running stop signs out here, sure. Jesus Christ. Tyler Algier is making me a fan, so that's fun. So
he's proving me very wrong.
Yeah. I didn't think he had the speed, but like he's got to have lost weight or something because he looks way more explosive.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, I gotta head out, boys. This is fun.
Right.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
This will be this will be my contribution every year. 10 minutes, every week. It'll be 10 minutes. What time is it? 9:55.
That'd be great.
Yeah, crushing my pizza.
Get your whole segment.
Yeah. All right, boys.
Bro.
Take care. Have a good show.
Yes, sir. All right, so we have to find a name for this segment now because this is obviously.
BT, I'm sorry I didn't get that in time.
He definitely would have gave it to you, brother.
He would have gave it to you, bro.
He would have gave it to you. My bad.
But no, we gotta.
He would have started crying. Like, there's no in between.
Oh, speaking of though, we're allowed to talk about one CJ Stroud possibly falling.
We do, but we also we need to talk about this game coming up. We have to get to.
So we got to get to this game coming up. We can't keep
Do
talking
we
about the
have
draft.
to?
Bro, we're in the playoffs.
We have to, bro. We're in the playoffs.
Bro,
Yeah,
we're in the
exactly,
playoffs.
bro.
My bad. I forgot.
Now,
I
if
just
we
saw
were
that
sitting here 5-7 and the Bucks are like 8-4,
As they should
do
be.
it.
which they should be, and then at that point I'd be pissing off and going straight to the draft. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Falcons Steelers. How we feeling?
do y'all okay? What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm running out of things to talk about with this team, man. Because I can sit here, I can bring up Ritter again. I can sit here and talk about how bad our defense is again. I can sit here and talk about how he's sending Grandpa Peas out to pasture, which I don't necessarily agree with, but some people want to. I can talk about Arthur Smith's clock management being weird as hell, like always. I can bitch about his two-man vertical route concepts, like always.
Yeah.
But I'm running out of things to talk about, man, because we keep imploding the same way. And we keep doing the same things.
Yeah. You can talk about how good our running game is, right?
We already do that.
Bro, there's only so many ways that you can punch a dude in the face over and over again,
bro,
before it gets boring, dog.
Okay, I will say real quick to do something we do talk about regularly. Chris Lindstrom.
Oh yeah,
that guy might be the best right guard in football at the moment, and I'm not even like exaggerating. He is so good, and he fits so well in this system with this inside-outside zone that Smith's loving to run. He does such a great job of climbing into the second level. He does a great job of scooping to help Dahlman climb to the second level. Like, there's just so much that he does so well, and I'm so thankful we have him.
Yeah,
and
TD hit on that one. Can't get
that man's not going to play center. Sorry.
No, what? Okay.
Stop moving our offensive linemen. Stop.
Our elite offensive linemen.
It works. It works where it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand how we run as effectively as we do against that front four, who are all first round picks and deservedly so.
Yeah.
And we're trying to move guys from position to position, thinking that this will. It's working. It's working.
Yeah,
this is an overachievement already.
I don't know if people realize how good of a defensive line Washington had, because we made running the ball look fairly easy against them.
That is all they have mostly.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Kendall Fuller. The linebackers did okay, but
St. Just was out. He's good when he plays. He was out.
Exactly. If you saw that game on Sunday, that's their defense. Their defense starts and almost ends with that line.
Yeah. Yep. And they were missing Chase Young, sure, but still, they still got dogs on their defensive line.
Dogs.
And so our run game, our blocking scheme, run-wise, man, has been beautiful. I mean, we've had a lot of movement at left guard this year. Wilkinson started out the season, but then he got injured. He went on IR, so we started filling in names. Thankfully, that guy hasn't come back. I won't even utter his name.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm almost curious to see what he looks like.
Not at all.
I'm sorry, Colby Goss is not that guy.
No, he's not.
That ain't it.
You're true.
That ain't it, though.
That's true. But
that ain't
neither
it.
is he.
That ain't it. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, but Hunter, I understand, because he has had a full offseason and a season to this, like 3/4 of a season, to grow, to become better. So he should be better than he was. I'm just so scarred by him. I don't know if I want to see that here.
Oh, no, I don't disagree. Like, I'm all for not playing him, but I almost want to see it at a certain point, see if he made a step. Yeah. Because, bro, he was a 3rd round pick.
He was.
Was he supposed to be?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is like he was second. He was second or third by a lot of people's boards. Yeah. He was one of Dane Brugler's top right tackles.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, I had a 3rd on him as a right tackle, I think, and that's still a miss.
Yeah,
I'll own my misses. I have no shame.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I don't know, man. the run game is gonna obviously play a big role in this game. Obviously, it plays a big role in every game we play because I think that's our identity for most of the game. And I always say this: if Mariota can hit the throws when he needs to hit the throws, we'll be fine. The Steelers' offense is not great. NFL young boy is gonna get his from time to time. Man, that offense is not great. We shouldn't, and I'm not saying our defense is amazing, but we should be able to hold them to a decent score. So if our offense can score points at all, I think we can win this game as long as we can score points and control the ball.
I think one thing we'll need is I think we're going to need a healthy AK. That dude was looking so good last week.
Oh, yes.
He was giving Sam Cosmi at right tackle, right? Is that who it was starting?
I have no idea.
I genuinely don't remember if it was Sam Cosmi. I think it was, but I missed like the opening drive for both teams. So I don't remember. I think it was Cosmi at right tackle. But
either way. Mm-hmm.
Whoever was at right tackle, AK was eating their lunch the entire time. I saw one of the sickest spin moves since Dwight Freeney. Y'all have a good one, boys? I saw one of the sickest spin moves since Dwight Freeney. And like I think we're going to need that against Kenny Pickett and just the Steelers' atrocious offensive line.
I agree. I believe that was Sam Cosmi.
I think it was.
Yes.
I'm looking at the depth chart, and as who it said, I mean, it says that he's the backup, but I don't remember seeing Cornelius Lucas at all.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing Cornelius Lucas.
I don't remember seeing Lucas at all. So, either way.
Yeah. Either way, man. I don't know. I
think it's just gonna be ugly.
I forgot to say we did miss last week because we were all out being thankful and whatnot. I forgot to say I did predict a loss against the Bears. I'm so glad my boys proved me wrong that week. I would have been so sincere about this message last week, but I will say I think I'm gonna have to pick them wrong every week now.
Matt Canada is atrocious. Not gonna lie.
That's very true. That's very true. That is a great point.
Yeah,
I think Dean Pease is going to take Matt Canada's lunch, and we're gonna be sitting here talking about how Dean Pease is the best old guy in Atlanta again next week. Like,
I mean, if we're being honest, what are we really giving Pease to work with?
I don't think Pease has done bad. Like,
no, I don't think
he's done good. I don't think he's done great.
He has not done good. No, he has not done good. But he hasn't exactly been.
But he keeps fielding a at least this year. It's been a competent enough defense to where I feel like we've never really been blown out, or the defense has been a reason we've lost. You know?
Yeah. Except
Cincy.
Yeah.
Except
Cincinnati philosophically.
Outlier.
Cincinnati philosophically was going to tear us apart regardless. I mean, let's be honest.
Dean Pease is too old school for Cincy.
Exactly.
That's an outlier for sure.
Dean Pease doesn't believe in 4 defensive backs or 4 corners on the field at once.
What do you think this is? 4 DBs.
This isn't the Big 12.
This isn't the Big 12. Get that out of here. But yeah, I don't know. Are we on to picks or like do I have to?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Let's move on to picks. We got to wrap this thing up so the Ravens show can take over here in a minute.
Well, shout out to him, bro.
Shout out
to BT.
He does a great job.
Don't even.
Very true.
Listen, Grandpa Pease is we live by the sword or die by the sword with Grandpa Pease, and that's just how it goes.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna creep up.
Yep.
We're gonna drop out.
we gonna blitz that A gap.
Yeah.
We gonna
blitz that A gap. If there's one thing Pete's gonna do,
he gonna blitz
that A gap. That's too real.
We're gonna be sitting Tampa 2. One of the backers is stepping in the A gap. The other one's dropping back in the middle.
Yep. Every time, bro. Every time. I expect
Rashaan Evans comes home. Michael Walker drops back, and that's Dean Pease's defense.
I don't know, man. Okay. I see the Falcons having a very good game on the ground. I'm gonna say this. I feel like this game is gonna feel more like early season Falcons. I see Mariota having a pretty good game, and I think the Falcons are gonna put up a good amount of points. So I think our defense is gonna be serviceable. I think we'll create some kind of takeaway, hopefully two or hopefully multiple, I should say. I think we win this game 27-20.
Mm-hmm. So the way I look at this, man, I see Kenny Pickett. I see Kenny Pickett throwing us one. I see us taking one away from either Najee or who is it? Pickens from being. No, I'm saying Najee or Pickens from being too careless. And I think that's the way that we win because our defense brings us the ball one more time than Pittsburgh does. And honestly, I feel like it's a bit of a slogfest throughout most of it. So
I don't know if
21-17 Falcons. Thanks, BT.
I don't know if BT supports us or if he just hates the Steelers that much.
Right.
Both
of them.
Both of them. I'm with you, BT. 21-17.
I feel like sorry, I just got a big notification about the Rose Bowl and college football playoff expanding to 12 teams. Anywho, I think it's gonna look like the Niners and Browns games where it's just freaking ugly. It's just painful to watch. And I think the Falcons are gonna somehow squeak one out. We're gonna be 6-7. We're gonna be sitting here flirting with a playoff spot again next week. We're not gonna get to see Desmond Ridder. The Falcons are gonna win 24-20.
I like it. 24-20. I'll take it. I'm not even nervous about this game.
No,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have no fear in my heart of the Steelers.
There's nothing to be nervous about. All the butterflies in my stomach completely gone. I'm not having fun anymore.
And that may be why. That could be why.
That's what I'm at. Like,
oh my God, your face when you say that, bro.
I'm not having fun anymore.
That will be clipped. Like there will be clips coming back in this episode. I will be doing that again.
I am not having fun anymore.
Man, I'm not having fun. Like this bastardized offense that you called it, Savion, it was fun like the first 7 weeks.
It was great.
It was cool. It
was so
innovative.
cool.
I feel like I'm watching MAC football week in, week out right now. Like Tuesday night Maction. That's what I feel like I'm watching.
Oh gosh. No, not Tuesday night Maction.
It's Tuesday night Maction, bro.
Football I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was watching. Oh God, who was it? It was the one last week where it was Miami, Ohio, and Balling State. Winner gets access to the Bahama Bowl or whatever. And my God, bro, the running back for Ball State was a white guy with a flow who rushed for $150, and their quarterback threw for like 125.
Oh my gosh. Sounds like Falcons football to me.
It sounds like Falcons football.
Yes, sir.
Arthur Smith was writing down plays from that game.
Arthur Smith was tuned in, dialed into that game.
Arthur Smith was enjoying that game way too much.
For sure. For sure.
All right. Any last words before we hop off?
Yeah. As bad as our offense seems at times, it could be worse. We could be the Broncos.
Ooh, that's.
You know what? We're gonna end with that. That's a word right there. That is a sermon.
Yeah, for sure.
Falcons Nation, let's fly.
Oh my God! Ended. All right.